everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. On early this morning, busy day, getting a chip filled in my windscreen so it doesn't turn into a crack, haircut, shopping for for grandchildren's birthday presents, grocery shopping, you name it, all that sort of stuff's happening today. So thank you for joining me. Okay, what I want to have a look at first of all, big news of the day is that Emmanuel Macron, the French president, is visiting the White House. Apparently, aside from an extended, endless handshake that went on and on and on and on as each tried to get dominance over the other. I gather there was a 2 hour online meeting with the current heads of the G7, followed by an Oval Office uh, fireside, chatty media, whatever you like to call it. Goodness me, have a look at that gaudy mantelpiece. It looks like a 7-year-old displaying his plastic football trophies on the mantelpiece. But Macron did pull Trump up and during the press conference itself behind the diocese, I believe, and correct him on the funding for Ukraine. Oh, I bet that went over like a lead balloon. Anyhow, what I want to have a look at is what came out of that. Look, Starmer apparently is heading over on Thursday. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Starmer. He's already said, come out and sort of changing his tune a little bit, saying that the US could bring peace to Ukraine. Yeah, okay, not a fan of Starmer. But let's have a look. Show me what I need to know. I'm using my mystical manga, MANGIA cards. Show me what we need to know about behind the scenes, about what went on with the Trump-Macron meeting. Trump's reiterating that he wants mineral rights. Show me. Someone pointed out it'd be lovely if the Netherlands came to Ukraine's aid in advising them how to set up a sovereign fund in regards to the mineral rights. Let's have a look. Show me. It's very complicated. Show me what went on behind the scenes that we need to know about in the Felon 45, Krasnov. Speaking of which, I didn't mention the significantly overpriced Trump Tower apartments that were sold, and I believe there was some down in Florida as well. Money laundering, anybody? And also want to just point out for that lovely person who thought I was a Gen Y, no, I'm very firmly in Gen X. Okay, let's have a look. What do we need to know behind the scenes? Come on down. If I've got a little bit of a frog in my throat. I always seem to get a frog in my throat when I'm doing a reading on Felon 45. I think he's having issues with fluid on the lungs, but it also is a windy change of season day today. Okay, first card out. The meeting. We've got the Nine of Wands, boundaries. Boundaries, defiantly defending the boundaries. I suspect there might have been some words said, not in public, not from Felon 45. I think I'm getting the feeling Macron really stood up to him and set some boundaries in regards to this, fiery boundaries, defending boundaries. Okay. The challenge is the hidden agendas, but gosh, coming to the being exposed. We know there's no hidden agenda anymore. We know that it's all about, well, there might still be some hidden bits, but you know that Felon 45 has been a Russian asset since the 1980s, and that, oh gosh, we know the timeline. I went through it in yesterday's video. So the challenge is that the hidden agenda has been revealed, fully revealed. At the foundation, we've got the Queen of Swords energy, the strategy, the planning, the empathetic support, compassionate support. The Queen of Swords is very much a brutal reality, a harsh truth, but it's like a tough love type card. I don't feel that Felon 45 is capable of love in any form. I feel that he may have been given some tough love. Okay, let's see where this goes. In the past, the emperor, the dictator, the wannabe dictator, in the past. Now, we know that Russia is basically on its last gasp. This is why things are moving so quickly. Felon 45 is moving things so quickly. Krasnov is moving things so quickly. Because Russia's basically running out of steam. The emperor, he's in the past, the wannabe emperor. Okay, let's see where there's. Oh, I'm getting some really. I'm actually feeling like I really need to just move in my chair at the moment. Speaking of chairs, do not expect the Resolute desk to turn back at the Oval Office. I wouldn't be surprised if it arrives at Mar-a-Lago. I've been saying that since it disappeared the other day. The King of Wands, my Zelensky card, crowning this reading, overshadowing this reading, my Zelensky card. I really get the feeling that he is basically anybody but the US in regards to the mineral rights. What I'm getting from this with this emperor in the past, the brutal reality, the agenda being revealed, the King of Wands, my Zelensky card at the top. This can simply be a powerful leader bringing a message. So it may also be Macron bringing a plan and a message, and then the defending of the guidelines and boundaries there. I'm really getting that Felon 45 was steamrolled in some way, where he was overridden in some way. He'll have his usual bluster out the front, but let's see how it goes. Heartbreak, loss, treason, grief in the immediate future. As there is justice being brought. Justice is brought forward. I don't feel this meeting went particularly well for. Now, why am I getting the feeling that Macron and Starmer are going to have discussions before Starmer heads over on Thursday about the weaknesses in Felon 45? Actions having consequences. We've got internally the Five of Wands, the internal infighting, the hopes and fears, the abuse of power, the bully, the stealing, the betrayal, the deceit, the outcome, the Knight of Cups. Is that the Knight of Cups, an offer being made, the Star of Hope and Healing, the peace offer, Star of Hope and Healing, and then the Knight of Wands, bringing forward information. I'm just seeing what comes next. We've got those that feathered their nest. Now, you've also got to remember in the US that there is a huge industry based on being at war. A lot of oligarchs make their money by being at war because they run the arms manufacturing, etc., arms manufacturing and supply. That's why they don't actually like the US not being at war, because they don't make any money. They don't like peace. But we've got here those that have feathered their nest, feeling like something has been stolen from them. The giving and receiving of help handouts, the government, and then the Queen of Cups, emotionally mature feminine energy, walking away from the King of Coins. I am really feeling, okay, we've got the Magician here, the attempt to pull the rabbit out of the hat, which is just going to be a nightmare. Page of Wands, which is a subdued message being brought that will allow things to move forward, with the Ten of Swords going to be a significant ending, a stabbing in the back ending, and then a new plan, a new beginning. I am feeling, my vibe that I'm getting from this is that Felon 45 is going to betray. He's such a lily-livered, weak. If you're a Felon 45 supporter, this is not a channel for you, and I'm just going to say entertainment only. Hope you can see that in the light. He's such a weak, lily-livered, but he backs down when confronted uh, with real leaders. Like, oh gosh, you only have to, well, say he's a real leader, but goodness me, didn't he look like a whipped dog at Helsinki? But also in the face of the likes of Macron, who is and Trudeau and and the likes. Let's have a look. Is Felon 45 going to change his tune on Ukraine? Is Felon 45, what's going to happen there? Oh, loss, disappointment, betrayal. 3 cups spilt, 2 still standing. There is a difficult path forward here for him if he chooses to take it. But at the moment, he's concentrating on what is lost. Or, yeah, emotionally, he's feeling like he's lost. We've got here the Hermit, feeling isolated, feeling... I'm just drawn to the swirling around the head. It almost looks like a swarm of flies, or it's just swamp gas. Yeah, his challenge is he's going to feel ever increasingly isolated as these leaders stand up to him. The first time around, they tried to placate him. This time around, no. They've got his measure. They're standing up to him. So feeling increasingly isolated. At the foundation, the Ace of Swords cutting through the crown. Sort of truth, sort of brutal reality. Sort of new beginnings, sort of justice as well, cutting through the crown at the foundation. I think he's hearing some harsh truths that he does not like, perhaps. In the past, the harsh truth card, the Knight of Swords, crowning the reading. If you have a look at this particular card, Pentacles aren't black, and the 3 people are there working together behind the scenes. So working together behind the scenes to rebuild, to create something, to bring forth these new opportunities. And we've got the 3 here. So I don't feel Felon 45 is involved in this. Okay, the immediate future. Walking away or being walked away from, emotionally walking away. Externally, chaos, or this can simply be movement forward without him. Internally, Ace of Wands. How's Felon 45 feeling in regards to this new plan? Thank you. Oh gosh, I don't like this. I'm getting the Chariot as being chaos, and if you have a look in the background of this card, you see it's literally setting flames to the towers in the background there. A new plan. This is something I'm going to have a read on again this morning. I'm wondering whether there's going to be some sort of threat on US soil. I'll have a look at this later as part of this chaos that they're trying, that he and Kremlin are trying to create. So emotionally walking away, taking his bat and ball and going home. Hopes and fears. Look at the face on that. Ooh. Formulating a plan, not happy with the world, the outcome, the Nine of Cups. It can be the wish fulfillment card. It's also the be careful what you wish for. But if you have a look at this card, the cups are all floating up in the clouds. It's almost like a benevolent offering, but it's all delusional is what I'm getting there. Yeah, it's all about betrayal, deceit, lies. Then we've got the Queen of Swords coming through again. She keeps turning up, the Queen of Swords. Showing, so this might be legal action about what happened in the past. It's going to lead to an emotional breakdown with the Ace of Cups. And then we've got the coming together as the wheel turns. Or a new partnership, could be a new partnership. And then working together as the wheel turns. I'm really feeling that he's going to betray the Kremlin. Not straight up, he's going to try and... So we've got the Temperance, but you'll notice here, this is trying to rebalance, but you'll notice the jugs are all tied up in the silks. And then we have the Moon card. Is this lunacy or is this secrets being brought to the surface? And then we've got the Hanged Man, the sacrifice, the willing sacrifice, or it could simply things being brought to an end. Okay. Might have a look at Starmer tomorrow. I think he and Macron are going to have some talks, because this is taking me on a different path and I need to go where my guides take me. I want to have a look. This Felon 45 going to betray the Kremlin. This Felon 45. Oh gosh, what have we got? The steal and the betrayal. This Felon 45 going to change his tune and betray the Kremlin. Felon 45 going to change his tune and betray the Kremlin. Got to remember, he's always only out for himself. This Felon 45 going to change his tune and betray the Kremlin down the track. Down the track could be next week. Goodness me, a week's a long time in politics at the moment. This Felon 45 going to change his tune and betray the Kremlin. Queen of Coins, Six of Wands, Tower moment. So this is about self-protection. It's also my Homeland Security card. Some sort of uncomfortable victory. It's going to end up in Things breaking down, breaking apart. Ten of Swords. An ending, significant ending. The Ace of Cups, a new beginning, or is this just an emotional, overwhelming Ace of Swords? Well, first of all, yes, yes, yes. And then the Strength card. And then the Temperance card. Because he doesn't like what's on offer, and something else is going to come forward for him. It's going to bring it all to a stop, screeching stop. Looking out for number one. A message of victory, but it's not an actual victory. Let me grab pendulum. Oh, yeah, let me grab pendulum. Just gonna have a quick look. I don't feel that these are not good cards. Okay. Just leave my finger in the frame there so you can see it's not me waggling away. Can I ask a question, please? Round and round means it's ready for a question. It's Felon 45, DJP, going to change his tune and betray the Kremlin. And it is flat out refusing to answer. We're not there yet. Something's going to happen that's going to confront his own personal security. He's going to claim whatever messaging comes out as a victory. It's not. It's not. It's heralding the ending for him. And then we've got this, is it an emotional breakdown? And then the Sword of Truth. Okay, I do want to try and nut this out, so let's have a bit of a one more closer look. Is something going to happen? Tied to the devil, he certainly is. Share it far and wide. Yeah, he's going to find himself restricted as other countries make plans. He's going to find himself self-imposed restriction as other countries basically isolated and other countries just work around him. So show me. Okay. I am getting, now I can't remember what movie this is from, but it's almost like an image out of Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or something along those lines, where there's a powerful overlord. And Felon 45 is on the floor, groveling forwards, saying, sort of, forgive me, Master, I failed you, or something along those lines. And it's because he's had his ability. What's this out on? Feels like Star Wars, where the Rebel Alliance with the Jedis have gotten the upper hand by working around, and therefore he's had to go groveling to the emperor and it's this vision. It's on the floor. It looks like Star Wars uniforms on the floor saying, "Forgive me, I have failed you," or something along those lines. Is that what I'm getting? Is that what I'm getting? Right. The lies are being seen through. The challenges, the contract and agreements, um, those that he was in entanglement with that are being seen. King of Wands, my Zelensky card, or it can simply be a powerful leader messenger, justice in the past, actions having consequences. Grounding this reading, again, working together, some sort of delusional announcement being made. We've got betrayal, deceit, nightmare situation for him. Queen of Swords, his hopes and fears. Page of Swords. The spy in the camp, the whistleblower. Susan Lynn says the whistleblower will be person of the year. It's going to bring his downfall and judgment. I think he's going to bluster, but it, he's going to try and bluster that he's in control, but he's not. He's not, and the truth is going to come out about it. To whomever, his overlords or whatever, they know. They know. If you've got Four of Wands, which is my rah, rah, rah out the front while people are walking away in the background. The Fool, the Tower. Yeah. It's okay. Now I'm getting the picture. You remember with the commander on the deck of the whatever battleship or whatever it in Star Wars that's talking to the Emperor, or no, talking to Darth Vader via Zoom or whatever you like to call it, hologram, and says, "Oh, it's all under control. We've got it." Blah blah blah. And Darth Vader goes, "I know the truth," and he's like, and strangles the guy. That's the vibe I'm getting. Yeah. Okay. So expect bluster. Expect claims of victory, expect carry on, but yeah, it's not feeling good for them. Okay, talk to you shortly. Bye bye.